Hi, Sue. I'm not sure if you can hear me. It seems like you're having a hard time connecting to audio, so maybe you can't. You might want to try joining from a different device. Try sending that in the chat. Oh, does it work?
Yes.
Great. glad that worked. Cool. Thanks for joining. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes to see who else might be joining. So far, it's just us, but hopefully a few more people are coming. I just sent out that email and some people did open it, so hopefully they got the right link.
I reckon if they haven't already opened it and they've gone for the old link, they'll be soon going, scramble, scramble. Have they sent a new link? Have I missed?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, that might be a few minutes late, but with fingers crossed they'll come.
Yeah, cool. I'll just hang out for a minute and
I'm just going to go on mute. I'm doing something else while I'm waiting, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks. All right, well, I suppose I'll just get started. It's just you and me, Sue, for now. If someone else joins, I'll be able to let them in. Otherwise, people can watch this later. I know quite a few people said they were going to come, so I'm not sure if it was the link problem or something else, but hopefully they'll be able to watch this later. So yeah, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just want to give a brief rundown of what this year's event is going to look like and make sure that all of the deadlines and requirements and everything are super clear so we can plan a good event. So you probably already know some of this information, but it might be a good refresher for people who don't know. So this year's Sustainable House Day, on at least Renew's side of things, is going to be predominantly an online event like last year was. Homes will be opening virtually on the SHD website with video house tours created by homeowners, just like last year. And also, like last year, homeowners will be able to interact with SHD attendees via comments on their profiles, and they will be required to spend a period of time on the actual day of Sustainable House Day responding to comments in a scheduled time period. We will also be running a series of webinars in the lead up to SHD. And on the actual day, we will be running a day-long webinar with homeowners, quite similar to the one that we ran last year. We'll be recruiting homeowners for these events as the applications start coming in. And as you know, we are also encouraging community groups to run their own virtual and in-person events during that period of 20th September to 17th October. This is just a plug for the FAQ, which I just want to note is a really good source of information, especially for homeowners, but I think for community groups as well, that I hope will be useful for people if they have questions. That's a great first place to look. So yeah, what do we mean by community partner event this year? Many groups have obviously run their own events as part of SHD in the past. This year, we are encouraging you to run either in-person or virtual events that we will then promote under the larger SHD program. These events could be a variety of different things. You can run house tours in your local area. You could host a panel discussion online or in person, or you could host some sort of demonstration of a sustainable technology or a combination of the things. Unlike in the past, our website is not going to be showing house addresses to anyone who logs in. So if you'd like to run house tours in your area, we would recommend using a booking platform. So you can then email the addresses for those homes to attendees instead of posting them publicly. And those platforms are pretty intuitive, so hopefully that shouldn't be too hard. I mean, most community groups have run events in the past, so hopefully have some experience with that. So on event timing, we would like our actual day of Sustainable House Day to have as much sort of impact and as much stuff going on as possible. So we encourage your events to either be on the 17th of October or in the days prior. But we are open to any events occurring within that window of 20th September to 17th October. If you are going to do an event on, another week, it would be great if you would keep in mind that we have themes for each week for our own events. So those themes are listed there, and it would be awesome if your event fit into our theme for that week. But yeah, so far there have been several events proposed by community partners that sort of span that date range. Another note, I know some people have expressed concern about whether, people will want to attend their event if the virtual event is happening, or if more than one event is happening in their area. And I would just I would consider this to be, like a big ongoing festival, something like Melbourne Music Week or Melbourne Design Week or any other festival where there's multiple events going on at once. People will choose whichever event is most appealing to them. In the past, Sustainable House Day was essentially, several hundred individual events, and people had to choose which houses to go to in their area. So it's not going to be too different than that. And as far as the virtual events go, those will all be recorded later. So if someone feels like going to a in-person event in their area, they'll still be able to watch that. Is someone else trying to come in? No. Cool. Next up. So as you're probably aware, we are now accepting proposals for community partner events. The deadline to let me know that you want to do an event is the 31st of May. That's just to let me know, hey, we're thinking about doing an event. Here's a general idea. You don't need to give me all the details by then, though obviously the sooner the better. The deadline to provide us with details of your event is the 31st of July, because we really want to have enough time to promote those events and make sure they get the attention that they deserve. Yeah, so on that note, we really are excited for community partners to create events this year, and we really want them to be a big part of the event. I want to acknowledge that last year, with the chaos of the pivot to virtual and the reorganization at Renew in this time period last year, we were not able to deliver the support our community partners needed for those events last year. And we really want to change that this year and make sure that anyone who is organizing an event for SHD feels supported and has adequate, promotion and support for what they're trying to do. So the ways that we're going to make sure that that happens, we're going to have a very easily visible and accessible tab on our website to view our community partner events, and we're going to be promoting them alongside all of our other events. So it will really be like a large festival type event with various events going on different days. And some of those will be organized by Renew and some of them will be organized by our community partners, but we want them all to be under the banner of Sustainable House Day. So yeah, just to let you know about some resources that we have available. We have the sustainablehouseday.com/resources page, which will be a continually updated list of resources for both homeowners and community partners. I'll put a link to the recording of this session, which hopefully some people will watch, and a copy of the slide deck up there soon. If you take a look at the community partner guide, if you haven't already, that has a lot more information on this process. You can download that at our community partner page on our website. I've also created a Facebook group for the SHD 21 homeowners and community partners to share information and resources to help each other with the process of the event. I really hope that will help community partners connect with homeowners in their area or get advice from people who are doing the same kinds of things as you. I have a link there to get you invited to the group. I can put that into the chat for you, Sue, and for everyone else. I'll mention it in the email that I send out after this. And it will be available in this slideshow as well. If there are specific resources that people are looking for, we're open to hearing about it. We won't necessarily be able to deliver on every single request, but we want to make sure that you do have the resources you need. So you can always email me at that email address there for more help. So that's pretty much it. I've seen that you've been writing some stuff in the chat. Let me just see what you've said. Does the need to take
Yeah, I hope that was okay, because I thought it was a way of just holding it off till you
Yeah,
finish.
that's totally fine. Let me just read them out so people on the recording will be able to hear what we're talking about. Does the need to ticket events require us to individually communicate addresses to the bookers, or will the platform take care of that? I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. So, I guess I'm a bit confused by that question. What do you mean by the bookers?
So if someone wants to attend an event and they're going to book in Eventbrite, let's say,
Yeah.
does Eventbrite tell them the address, or do we have to get everyone who's booked through Eventbrite and individually email them with the venue details?
So pretty much every ticketing platform works by allowing you to customize messages that people get when they register. So that's how, for example, we run our webinars, is that when people register on Humanitix, which is what we use, they automatically get an email that I have customized to have the link to the webinar in it. So you won't basically, as long as you make sure to customize your messages correctly, and I can put up some resources about how to use these like free platforms like Eventbrite and Humanitix, but basically whatever information you want people to have after they register, they'll be able to get automatically. You can then, if you want to send a reminder email or something later, you can always do that, but it's pretty streamlined.
Yeah, good. That's good to know, because I
Yeah.
was thinking, oh, we're going to have to send 70 individual emails.
No, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's basically, I mean, these services work, they're ticketing services, so it's, not really different than if you buy a ticket to a local concert and then you get that automatic email with your ticket, and you can basically do the same thing. Cool. Next question. Posters are a really important advertising medium in this part of the world. In 2019, they were too late. Will you provide them this year, and when? So I'm not sure if you're talking about us printing posters and then mailing them to you, or okay. We haven't discussed whether or not we're going to be actually printing things. It's definitely something that we can do, and if you're saying that you think that they're a really important aspect of the event, then that's something I'll definitely talk to my colleagues about, and see what kind of budget we have for that. So yeah, if you think posters are important, I am very happy to figure out a way to do that. I'll just write it in my notes.
Yeah, but if you're going to send them at the beginning of October, for example, it'll be too late. So you might as well not post them. So
if we were to do that, we wouldn't want to waste our money by doing them that late.
2019, it was just a waste. We threw a lot away because they were too late.
Yeah. So we definitely won't be doing that. Yeah, so means other than Facebook to share info. Yeah, I realize not everyone is on Facebook. I considered using a platform like Slack, but I just didn't want people to have to learn a new platform. I guess what I'll say is I'm always happy to share details of others that might be useful for you to connect to. I mean, you can always create a sort of like one use Facebook profile just to join the group and not actually put anything else on it, if that's something that might be helpful. Yeah, I mean, I know no platform is ideal for everyone, so I just chose Facebook because
everyone, a lot of people are on Facebook. I kind of get it, just that I'm not on it right now, and I don't have anyone in the group who is, so
totally, yeah,
it's a challenge.
It is a challenge. Yeah, I mean, do you guys have a Facebook page?
Yeah, I think we do, but I don't know who posts to it.
Because I've set that group so Facebook pages can also be added to the group. So if you know who has access to the Facebook page, I should be able to add your group or your page to the group, and you'll be able to interact with it that way. So maybe that's a way around it.
I'll find out who's got it.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Yeah, photos to send out with media releases. Yeah, just, I mean, any sort of media requests, I mean, let me know as soon as possible and we'll provide you with whatever is necessary for those. A lot of, yeah, we're kind of just getting going on the media stuff. There's now a press release about the launch of the format this year on that resources page as well. But yeah, I mean, if you ever need photos, just email me, ideally not like the day that you need them, but if it's more than like a day or so, it's not a problem for me to get you photos.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
just let me
good.
know.
I think last time I did email you like with fairly short notice because the papers just kind of went, oh yeah, we're going to put it in, but we need an image, and it's like scratch, where are we going to get that from?
Yeah, I mean, I think a set of sort of images that can be used by media is also something that I would like to add to that resources page, so people can just go up over there and download them without needing to ask individually. So that's something else that I'm gonna try to make sure is there.
Can that
So
be on the website as well, or is it only to go in the Facebook?
no, that the resources page I'm referring to is on the website. It's
Yeah.
sustainablehousedaily.com/resources. So yeah, everything will be there. The Facebook group is really just for people to sort of talk to each other about their own processes and share their own insights and stuff. But everything you actually need will be on the website. But yeah, I'll do that. Thanks for asking so many questions, by the way. Hopefully this will be useful to people when they watch it. But yeah, I appreciate that. Is there anything else?
No, that's all I can think of. I'm sure as soon as I hang up, it'll be like, oh, I should ask you that. But no, I mean, my main concern at this point is really thinking about, okay, what will we do? What do people have an appetite for? I've started putting out some kind of feelers to people already, but haven't had much input. I feel like they're thinking, oh, October's ages away, We're not very good at planning ahead.
It's not that far away, especially when you start thinking about all the stuff that we have to do first.
Yeah, well, especially when you're doing it virtually and you've got to upload and edit and upload videos and everything. And for us, even just getting it out through the local media that's the longest lead time because of the things I need publishing every other month or something. You've really got to be thinking like June, you've got to think about getting it in the papers, which is kind of bizarre, but there it is.
Yeah, there's definitely, I mean, I think that's why things were so challenging last year, is that at this point, we hadn't even decided to make it a virtual event yet. Like it was, the pivot came really, really late in the process. And so they just didn't have very much time to figure out how it was going to work. So it was very good this year to start planning in like, December of 2020 and try to make sure things were going to actually work.
Yeah, well, I guess another good thing is you kind of know what to do now, or even
we know a
what
lot
to do.
more.
Like last year, it was just like figure out everything from scratch.
Yeah, and this year it's just figuring out maybe half of it from scratch, but it's still, yeah.
Actually, some feedback. I had a problem last year where I tried to join. I was like in the weeks leading up to the day, I was trying to see the videos, and even on the day, I couldn't see the videos, and I didn't know how to make it work. So maybe a user, like, I don't know, some information to users about how to actually access the videos would be really helpful.
The way that the videos were, and I mean still are on the profiles that are up now, were displayed on the site was pretty counterintuitive. It's like a link on the upper right hand corner of each profile that says like view house tour. This year, I think what we're going to do is simply just embed the videos for each tour into the page and make it super easy to find them. So hopefully, yeah, I mean, there was a lot of back and forth about how to do that last year, and it ended up being a bit confusing. But hopefully this year it will be obvious how to view the videos. So
now it gets better each time. Like every time you do something, you think, oh, I should have done that, and then the next time you do it, like I can't do those extra things. And
yeah, for sure. And it's just, dealing with a old website and trying to make it work the best we can. But I think hopefully we learned a lot last year, and this year we're going to be able to take some of the best parts of it and hopefully make it better. So Cool. All right. Well, thanks for doing this. It's too bad that other people didn't join, but I hope that they'll get something out of watching this anyway. And I'll probably have to talk to them later. Yeah, it's fine. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let me know if you have any other questions. And I look forward to hearing about what you're planning on doing soon.
Okay, I'll go and craft something in the next few weeks.
All right, sounds good.
See you, Sophie.
All right, thank you. Bye.